Welcome back to Patrick's Parabox. I'm Data Hunting, and together we'll step into a world, where last time... yes, this is, we're doing double infinity. I know we already did this level, but this is more for my sake, to remember. But yes, I remember now that we are basically doing double infinity, because this will be a double infinity. I don't know if we actually need the other infinity like that as well, but let me think. So this is infinity. This makes it a double infinity. True. What are we doing? We're pushing the level out here. And then... Wait, we absolutely have to do this. Then we push out that infinity. And now we can move it up. And then we push out the level from infinity. That makes more sense. I did it in the wrong order. You know, I was meant to record the 9 cells today, if anything, but anytime I'm just like, I need to just sort of like record something, I'm like, Patrick's Parabox has got me, you know? Because Patrick's Parabox it's just, you know, casual. Simple. Easy. What am I doing? How do we get this back? Oh, we push it out from the infinity there. And then we walk out and now we've got the double infinity. Oh, what a satisfying way to end off that level. Okay, triple infinities, interesting. Well, presumably we have to do this and we essentially just line them all up. So we've currently got a double infinity out there. This is a triple infinity, which we push into it. We push into a double infinity, push into a single infinity, walk out ourselves. Got it. Thankfully, this is quite a small level. A small, like, world, because otherwise this would be very difficult. What is this? Oh, okay, it's a stacking one. What? Huh? Hold on. What? Can we get free? No. Wait. What am I doing? So the ultimate goal is for us to get a triple infinity. Which will be done by... We need to stack all 3 of them on top of each other. So presumably we need to do... I don't even know if this is possible. No, it is possible. I just figured it out. Probably. I think what we have to do is just have them all line up on here, which is what I was trying to do, but it's not exactly the easiest, but I think by doing this... Yes, we pushed it through to a triple infinity, and then when we walk out the actual level itself, which is over there, and it teleports us out. Got it. Okay, so it's probably triple infinity, second, first infinity, actual level clone. That's probably what we need to set up, is my guess. So second infinity will be here, first infinity will be over here, level will be over here. Or level will probably actually be in the corner, now I think about it. Because it needs to set up the infinities. And then clone will be here, so second... Ah. Second infinity like this. But we kind of messed it up because now it's stuck in the corner there. So this actually matters, weirdly. So we need an infinity all the way to the right. Since the clone's the last one, it's probably the one we put there. So I'm trying to think, we do this. That makes up a triple infinity, which we push through a double infinity. We push through a single infinity. No, it doesn't quite make sense. I feel like this is the general gist of what we need to do, though. What do we need clone for? You know, now I think about it, we probably shouldn't be pushing clone up against the side, because that's probably how we get things back. So this is how we get the double infinity out. But then this is how we get the clone back. Probably like this. We center it. Okay, yeah, this is what clone is for, is to actually get the blocks back. So then now we can line up a single infinity. And then we line up that one. Then we push out that one, and we're good. Exactly as I portrayed it. I just couldn't figure out how to get a block back. Okay, good start. Gosh, we can stack infinitesimals? I don't even know how. This strikes me as interesting because we need... Okay, so we obviously do this. Oh, what? Not that, sorry. This. Walk into in here, we walk into the infinitesimal. Oh, I see, we get another clone, which we also stack into the thing. So then that becomes a double infinitesimal. Not sure what we need this cube for. But we might find out by making the third infinitesimal. Ah, I see. We need to do this first, and then we do the third infinitesimal, and then we get to the exit. Stacking infinitesimals is pretty crazy. Okay, so we clearly need to walk out the bottom of that. Probably we need this. I don't really know where we need the cube for. That's probably how we get to the third infinitesimal. So now we need to get into the second infinitesimal, which we can do by doing this. So now this will take us directly to the third. Put that into position. Unput this into position. No, we need a cube here. Yeah, unput that into position. So now walking into this will take us to the second infinitesimal. Now we can push out the block, like predicted, and push it back into position. And then now we need to not do that yet. We need to let ourselves walk into the infinitesimal first, and then do it. Okay, gotcha. Not too bad, not too bad. Whoa, okay. 5 infinitesimal. What on earth? I think we're just stacking them like this, basically. Oh no, 2 here. And then we get another one, and that makes another infinitesimal. Now we're feeding into the third infinitesimal, which needs to be one of these. And then we need to feed 2 more to eat another infinitesimal, which we can finally eat this block, and now we can walk into it. That one I actually just kind of figured out on the way, to be honest. I didn't figure it out initially. Okay. This feels like we just gotta line all of these up. It feels like this one must go first, surely. What? Okay. And then we just stack all of these on top of each other? This is... That thing at the bottom is just showing us them filling up. And then this just takes us to the end? Okay. It's an interesting final level. Is this the final world of Patrick's Parabox? I did not expect to finish it this quickly. Multi-infinite. So as predicted, us solving all these worlds was also something to solve. Because I think that's something I said, is like, the entire world lights up like we solved a level. So these are all the levels stacked on top of each other, so... It's nice to see all the ones that we've done though. Player. Cycle. You know, Infinity started to grow on me at the end. I wonder what my favourite level is, or favourite mechanic. It might be possess. Like when you possess a level and have to move stuff around in it. That feels quite sort of fun. Reference is also good, even though it's a very sort of like basic one, I think. the fact that the levels in itself. I didn't realize how many levels we did. There's so many. We beat the game. Bottom of the rabbit hole, reach the end. Patrick's Parabox. Okay. We beat the game, I guess. Credits roll. A game by Patrick Trainer makes sense. If it's your Parabox, I don't know why you wouldn't. Why wouldn't you name it after yourself, I suppose? Localization Mogi. Playtesting and Wisdom. RV Teikari. Huh. I think that's a very, very clever game. It's very bite-sized as well, I think. Like, this isn't like the sort of game where I feel like you just get completely lost, you have no idea what you're doing half the time. It feels like a very sort of good game to just like sink your teeth into, being like, you know, I want to pick up, I want to do a couple of levels here and there. Something like that. That's essentially how we played it, to be honest. We're just like, just boom, 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 bash out levels. Because that's a nice thing. I'm not saying this, like, Baba is, you know, my favourite puzzle game, which is why I talk about it. This one felt very much more like, I never got, like, the longest I got stuck for was maybe like 10 minutes, I think. This one felt very sort of like punchy. You can like get to a level, you can sink your teeth into it, and then boom, you move on to the next one, right? It never really felt like I was at like a total loss of what was going on, I think. Which is good. Because I also, thanks to everyone who over years who encouraged me. Oh, I think it's very nice to be able to have something which you can sort of sink your teeth into quickly. You know, like, it's basically like a smorgasbord of like small ideas. Because of a smaller scope, I think, of a level as compared to most other sort of puzzle games, allows you to really sort of focus and hone in on these specific mechanics. Whoa. Is there another world? What's it? So we're not at the end. What's this? Congratulations on reaching the end. Thank you for playing. What's this? Wow. Is this like a thing of all the levels we solved? Oh, I actually see at the bottom. We still have about 66 levels left to solve. Okay. I guess these are all different types of worlds. Reception. Ah, this is a way to teleport to each of the worlds. Challenge. Gallery, appendix, priority, extrude, inner push. Okay. Is that the 5 down there? No, these are different. What are these? Challenge. Okay. Gallery. Oh, and 3 types of appendixes. Intro. It loops around. Okay, so I guess we're not done yet. I guess we got the challenge levels, which will work through, I suppose. Okay. This... I was going to say this seems too easy. No, it doesn't. So it seems like it needs to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. No, it's not enough blocks. Unless we do it like this. Does that even make sense? No. We put it here. 1, 2 blocks spare. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think that works. We would have to brace it again, so. You might be like, what are you trying to do? Yeah, the idea I had was basically you brace yourself into this, but it doesn't really work because you want to do it this way around, but you can't walk into it like that. Well, ideally you'd want it up here, if anything. But you can't make that work because you can't walk into it and go to the right. Mainly because there's not enough blocks. We need 2 blocks there, then we need another. So we need to push one across. I suppose this is a challenge, huh? The alternatives, we do this. But then we still need 1, 2, 3 here, which is too many. Why have it be this shape? Because it makes it seem like we can set things up. I suppose we can, because we can push like a block into here. Is that helpful? Not really sure it is. I guess we could push it all the way in. This is why it might be set up like this. Okay, I think I see it. I see the vision. We do it like this, and now we can actually walk in. Now we can push out a block ahead of us. I see. Well, okay, the level's quite easy to get out. We do this. It does feel like we should be doing this first, but that doesn't really make much sense. The general idea being we want to get this block out, right? And the level itself is easy to get out with, and how do we get this out? And that therein is the question. Because we can push it in like this, but then it's like, well, we can't really get it out again. But we can go downwards, which is interesting. So it makes me feel like I want to put the yellow block in the down position. But I want to push him in there, I think. Because you can do this. We can push a block to the left. But we'd have to walk into this from the... like this. And then... we go back up to push us down. I don't think this makes sense. Hold on. But if I do that, I can't get it, you know? Maybe I'm not meant to push a yellow block against the wall. Did I push it against the wall? At the bottom there? Oh, I see. So we have to. Otherwise... We can't do it otherwise, like this. Wow, these levels are actually considerably harder, huh? I suppose I spoke too soon. So the idea is I want the yellow one here, and then we push this one back out like this. And then we can extract the yellow one, but... easier said than done, I think. I wonder if that's a lost cause, because it doesn't feel like it was an easy way to do that. What if I just like did this and then what? Pushed it out there. Okay, hold on. But it gives a bit of space. Now we reset like this. And now we can do what we did before. We basically had to go backwards to go forwards. And now we've locked and loaded it. And now we've got it. Boom. That's an interesting one. It looks like we had to go backwards for us to do the next part. So I can't believe how many more challenge levels there are. But anyway, I think we'll round this episode off here. So if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Patrick's Parabox. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope to see each other again. But for now, it's our farewells. Until next time. Bye bye for now.